Hello again, YouTubers. Today I'm going to be doing another tutorial for you guys. Follow up to my sunset eyes. I'm actually going to be doing a tropical eye for you guys. It's kind of dark and dreary and raining and storming and really gross outside, even though it's April, and we're hoping for a little bit of warmer weather and spring and then finally the summer. So this look is inspired by the summer. It's tropical. And as you can see, I'm wearing it right here. It is a matte tropical look. It incorporates matte yellow, coral, hot pink, and a little bit of blue. I'm using both Makeup Forever and Urban Decay products. And I hope you guys will enjoy this tutorial. Let's get started. We're going to start with our base. And I've mentioned this before, but my default go-to base when I'm working with brighter colors tends to be MAC Painterly Paint Pot, which again is a neutral beige and pretty much the color of my skin tone. And the wonderful thing about it is that it's not going to do anything really funky with my colors that I'll be applying. It really lets the colors pop and stay true to themselves. It's also a matte base, so you're not going to get that funkiness that you tend to get when you use a shimmer base. It tends to sort of jack with the colors a bit. So base is applied. This look in general is actually really quick, really easy, and pretty straightforward. There aren't a lot of steps. There aren't a lot of tools or materials or colors we're using. We're only using 3 eyeshadow colors and then a liner. And I'm currently looking for my brush. One second while I go get it. Pesky brush disappeared on me. But again, I'm using my densely packed natural hair brush to just pack the colors on. We're going to start with Makeup Forever's number 2, which is a matte yellow right here. Similar, I guess, to MAC's Chrome Yellow, perhaps not as intense, but really awesome for this look. And all I'm going to do is apply this to my, I guess, inner V or tear duct or whatever you want to call it. And as always, I want to get as much color onto my eyelid as possible. So instead of using a wiping motion, I'm just patting it on to pack on the color. Really easy. And that's it. You can tell I have it basically on the inner half of my lid. And that's number 2. Now we're going to use one of my favorite colors, and I use this in my Sunset Eye tutorial as well. But it's number 5. And number 5 is, again, an orangey coral. And it definitely, I mean, if this color doesn't scream summer, I don't know what does. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be applying this to the middle portion of the lid. And again, we're just going to gently pack this on. Doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get as much color payoff as we possibly can from this. That's it. It's done. This look is actually pretty fluorescent, pretty bright, not for the faint of heart. But again, what I do whenever I do bright colors, I try to not to make them look clownish, so that it's still wearable at the same time. Now we have Makeup Forever's number 75, and that's right here. And basically it's a hot fuchsia pink, cool. It's a cool pink. Not a color I'd necessarily use all over my lid, but for this purpose it's actually perfect. And what I'm doing is I'm actually applying this into my outer V. I love the bright pink color. It's just so different, so much fun. And as you can see, I have my color sort of gradiating inwards, going from darker to lighter. We have the hot pink, the coral, and then the yellow. Easy, right? We're done with our eyeshadows. That is our step 1. Now step 2 is going to be cutting of the crease. And as I mentioned before in my Sunset Eye tutorial, I do like cutting the crease with a creamy pencil, only because it's the best way to get precision and, you know, good definition. And the color I'm actually going to be using this time around is a newly acquired color, and it's Flipside by Urban Decay. And Flipside is actually a teal color, so blue-green, very lush, very tropical, and perfect in my opinion for this look. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to make a notch at an angle here, and this is going to provide the guideline for our shape. And basically this just follows the natural line of the lower portion of the lid. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up slightly, and I'm going to follow the natural line of my socket, and I'm going to actually extend it all the way forward. Doesn't have to be perfect, we're going to blend this. But that is basically what we're doing. I really do love these Urban Decay 24/7 pencils for cutting the crease and also for lining, just because they're so creamy and they just apply flawlessly. I'm also taking my pencil and lining the lower waterline. And this tutorial will be continued in part 2.